So if you watched the previous video I did going through what was in the box, you saw this quite sturdy mount with a big suction cup and two heavy links. You can use only one if you want to, it depends on where you mount it, but you do need to have it up in the window somewhere because the GPS receiver is in the tablet. The tablet is held to the mount with a magnet. Okay, it's a very strong magnet, but still a magnet. I'm not too impressed by that. The tablet is pretty heavy, and you really don't want this thing to fly around in the cabin when on the racetrack if something happens. We'll see if you can do something about it, but that's not a good choice. A very heavy magnet, but still. I've connected power from a USB port to the base and also connected a cable up to the camera. A bit messy now. You would route it nicely, of course, if you have it in your car all the time. If you move it between cars, well, then maybe it'll look like this. So the interface, very nice and simple, not much you can do. Obvious, push drive to drive and review to see what you've done. I don't have anything under review because I haven't driven anywhere yet, but tomorrow I'll be on Arlanda racetrack and see what this thing can do. That will be very interesting. I'll of course film that too. Up here you choose driver and car. You can have multiple drivers if you're a endurance racing team driving lemons, or how you pronounce it. Obviously not Le Mans. You have weather here. That's actually picked up through hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot. I started Wi-Fi hotspot in my mobile, and it'll check what the weather is. And I think it probably uses the temperature to adapt to what kind of grip you will have this day. When you do start to drive, you will also have the option to tell the unit if it's raining or not. Obviously you will not know that from a weather service, so that you will have to choose manually. You actually have a hourly preview of what the weather should be later in the day. You have a number of tracks down here you can go through. Here in Sweden, most of the tracks are actually in there. Two missing, I think, but I think they will actually add them, hopefully. You have a few settings, not much. Owner's manual, and yeah, minor stuff, language and stuff, not much there. Then up here you have a few things. Here you have how much space for video you have left, and you can click there and erase video. You have the camera, you have the GPS, you have the Bluetooth for speech, and the battery and Wi-Fi. So camera, this one's interesting because you need to aim the camera correctly, and you have some help doing that there. Oops. You also have GPS status, so you know that it's working the way it should. Lots of satellites in view. That's about it. So let's drive. Well, we can't do it for real because it will start logging the first time you hit 90 kilometers an hour, and I'm not going to do that here. I'm just outside Stockholm on Djurgården. So we'll just add a fake track and see what it looks like. So right before you start, you can choose driver. If you're multiple drivers in an endurance team, you choose the one you are, and you could have multiple cars too. You tell the unit if it's raining or not down there, and then you have two checks you can do. First, you can check the camera, the one you saw just before, to align it, and then you can check audio. You can play back the coach speaking, you can play that through Bluetooth, so with the headset or the car stereo, but the built-in speaker is really good.
Starting first lap.
So that will do fine in track day cars and not too loud race cars. In a loud race car, you'd probably need a headset, a Bluetooth headset. One pretty interesting thing is here, audible prompts. You can turn them off totally. You can get lap times only spoken, or the main thing, you have the race coach, which is default, but you also have advanced race coach here as a choice, and I'm pretty curious about what you will get there, and we'll see tomorrow at Arlanda racetrack. So ready to go, and yeah, we're not going anywhere with this display because I need to go 90 kilometers an hour, but this is what it looks like. Last lap, best lap, delta, and probably things to watch when you're doing multiple laps. But this is it for today, and looking forward to tomorrow. So that's it.